win. I swear, you will never take Alternia. Not as long as I live. Then I guess it's a good thing you won't be living for long, princess.
It was a long time ago, in a strange place where trolls ruled but had come to terms with humans. Our story, however, is not about that place. It's about the girl who turned the worlds on their heads and re-established a new order, one that no one liked. The tyrant had just taken over the land of Alternia. She was a teal blood no older than 6 sweeps of age, but somehow she had overthrown the Empress, all on her own. Or so she claimed. At first, everyone cheered the rise of the new monarch, a mid-caste troll whose sense of justice was as sharp as her nose. She swore upon it, claiming all justice to be partaken and no figurative blind eye to be given. And it was great, until her ego got the best of her.
Karkat!
Yes, Terezi. I mean, yes, your tyranny.
That's better. Tell me, what are my plans for today?
Well, let's see. You already frightened the plotting hypocrites of the Sea Dwellers back into submission, though Emperor has sworn to cause trouble. But honestly, I doubt the troll's ability to actually cause anything more than an insufferable screeching shriek in our regular sponge clots for no more than a mere minutes before he finds himself begging to be thrown with the underwater monstrosities over whatever unusual and cruel punishment you come up with. The piracy crimes have gone down since your gruesome and colorful death penalty. Subjugators have been subdued from their meticulous and unnecessary bile and clobbering of standby citizens, and the Lowbloods seem to be doing fine, what with your newly employed grievous tax that makes them wish they could defecate said money.
Boring! I meant an actual fun list, in which I do something.
Well, there's a trial scheduled for today.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Sure, if you consider dealing with a pirate fun, you have to trial her, see if she's actually guilty with proof, and... It's all for show, isn't it?
If she's a pirate, she must be guilty.
You can't assume!
I can't what? Who rules here, Karkat? Who rules? Karkat.
You do your tyranny.
Well said. Now, let's go. We have a crime to punish.
The courtroom was easily the tyrant's favourite room. The walls were covered in splatters of blood and paint, though how to tell which was which only the tyrant would know, unless anyone else dared to scratch and sniff the walls. The room had previously been owned by an indigo blood, an executioner of sorts which even the previous monarch had learned to detest. But the room itself... oh, she adored it. It contained her personal gallows, for when a criminal was simply in too bad of a condition to be hung out in the public square, or if she didn't feel like making a public example of someone. Today, a cerulean blood was making her appearance at the centre of the room, awaiting for the tyrant to deign it worthy to show up. Vriska knew she would be going down, but if she was going out, she was going out with a bang. She would make a difference even if it was the last thing she did. The tyrant, of course, didn't see it that way. She didn't see anything, but was directed by her strange servant to face the cerulean.
Ooh, I like the smell. Blueberry bubblegum. My, how exquisite. Not to mention rare. Piracy crimes usually get me watermelons and rotting violets with the ever-present fish rank, with the occasional dark cherry. I'll enjoy your smell on my walls.
Look, I'm new at this whole punishment thing, but I'm pretty sure I get a fair trial, as they say. Justice is blind.
Justice blind. Oh, how clever. Look, Karkat, she has a sense of humor. Justice is blind. That could warrant for immediate execution. How dare you insult your ruler, you insolent bitch!
Ooh, Tyrant has an edge, my bad.
Oh, you bet it is.
I love betting, though I don't see how it's relevant at the moment, do you? Sorry again!
Why, Ayotsu?
Since you're clearly lack of a functional think pan, and or your nourishment chute likes to spew more shit than your ass, I will do you the great favor of intervening on your part. You're welcome for that, by the way! How chivalrous. I was just messing with her. Testing the waters, if you will. I do intend to state my case.
Wonderful. So aside from piracy, what else are you guilty of?
Guilty? I think what her tyranny means is what exactly landed you here in the first place.
If you insist on me being serious, I will be. Risk Circuit, you're accused of the crime of piracy, murder, and robbery. Not precisely in that order. Based on these accusations, we will take you as being guilty until proven innocent. You're welcome to state your part, though I must tell you, I'm great at sniffing out lies.
Then I will be honest. I admit to being guilty of robbery, murder, and piracy. However, I believe the means justify the ends.
The end of the rope you'll be.
Let me finish! Huh. I have lost much due to your stupid taxes. Many of us have, because you think it's fair to be some kind of Robin Hood, only to steal right back from the poor to give back to the rich. I have robbed in order to feed myself, though even then, I have robbed food more often than not. It's hurt my pride. But hey, a girl's gotta eat. As for the murder, well, thanks to your few law changes, I am no longer forced to keep my Luces alive to be allowed to live. I let her die, but not before some vengeful trolls came after me for having previously used their chumps for my Luces and her lunch. I did what I had to protect myself. Murder became illegal after the rule of a fairy Paces, the kind-hearted princess who was changing the way everyone viewed tyrants. But she was losing control without that rule, and yet that's the law you didn't change. Weak vascular water-based pumping system, Tyrant? No, of course not. You wouldn't be where you are if you did. And people wouldn't be as afraid of you as they were of the tyrants. That's why us, no longer privileged blue bloods, had to take to the sea, scamming, gambling, killing, stealing. It's all part of the fun, if you ask me, being a pirate. I'm sure you'd like it. It's a lot like being the monarch. How dare!
Let her. I've made my decision.
Have you now? I guess it's to the gallows with me! Whoop-de-fucking-do, Pyrope! Just remember, there will be more like me. You can hang me 1,000 times over. You already have! I'm not the first or the last.
Quit your blabbering. I'm not killing you.
What?
There's no point in it. You're right. My laws have punished you to these ends, and I have learned something from this.
You have?
I have. Some changes will occur. Thank you, Circuit.
No problem, so can I leave?
Oh, I never said you weren't getting punished at all.
But you said!
No death penalty, yes. But what you did was still break the laws. To the wall. For punishment, you will receive as many knives as I feel like throwing at you. Do so willingly, and I probably won't use as many. Probably.
No, I will not be your bullseye target!
I said to the wall. Carcat, tie her.
Terezi, that's not...
Do it! So help me, if you disobey, your blood will be plastered on that wall instead.
Yes, Tyrant. You're nothing but her bark beast. You're a spineless henchman. I'm a loyal troll. You're a worm.
Carcat, my knives.
Here. But there's no way I'm watching this.
Fine. It's more fun to try and hit her myself.
Give me your best shot. To your worst. Oh! My arm's the best you can do. Arm again, Pyrope. You gotta try better than that. You used to be able to hit the most agile troll. What changed?
Keep talking, Circuit.
Shoot, Terezi. It's your last knife.